living weapon, half man, half machine. His human intelligence and mechanical agility strike fear into the hearts of his enemies. The Cyborg Warrior. Cyborg Warrior.
Attention, my human creators. I am a robot supervillain. Today I have risen once again to take over your world. Once again. Because sequels. Sequels.
Hello everybody, welcome back to X-Plane 11. My name is Micah, and today we are going to be taking the 757 from Miami to TNCM, otherwise known as Prince Juliana International Airport in St. Martin. It's going to be one of my first, I think the first international flights I've done here in VATSIM. Also, the first one done on live stream, so it should be interesting. It's about a 3-hour flight, so it's not a terrible one. We do have clearance delivery, ground. We also have tower center here in Miami, so we should have some ATC all the way through. I'm not sure how it's going to work as we transit over into the what do you call it, international area, but we should have ATC along almost all the way around. One second. I'm fixing something here. Da-da-da. And, all right, let's start that. Perfect. Sorry about that. Just had to fix my follower goal thing. It was not the right one here. All right, welcome, Luke, O'Brien, Where's My Gun, Brandon Banks, and Jessica. Welcome aboard. Yep, 3-hour tour today. Gonna be a long one. All right, let's get inside. We're not fully popped up, ready to rumble here. We're still aligning. Still haven't done an FMC here. We should be ready to pull that information, so we're going to go ahead and align us there in our reference airport. We're not going to go any farther from that. We're going to get our clearance first. That way we can go from there. I think we're at the point where we need to get our clearance. I think that's where we're at right now. Well, you don't have to stay up with me. Where's my gun? I don't expect you to. 4 hours, that's 3 hours. I know it's long. 4 a.m. That's really early. I do not expect you to stay up with me. Let's go and contact Miami clearance delivery, and let's get our clearance from Miami to Prince Juliana International Airport. Miami delivery, Solaris 1807, ready for IFR clearance to St. Martin.
Solaris 1807, Miami clearance delivery, clear to the St. Martin Airport via the skips 2 departure, then is filed. Climb maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 135.17, squawk 1334.
Solaris 1807, clear to the St. Martin Airport as filed via the skip 2 departure. We'll contact Miami Center for departure on 135.175. Split 5,000, 10 minutes after departure will be 35,000. And can you say altimeter one more time, please? Correction, squawk one more time.
Solaris 1807, squawk 1334. 1334.
1334, Solaris 1807.
Solaris 1807. Read back correct. Contact ground 121.8 when ready for taxi.
121.8 when ready to taxi, Solaris 1807. All right, let's get that.
Miami delivery. United 1221, ready to copy IFR clearance to Reagan International.
All right.
Yeah, 1221, Miami clearance
Andrew,
delivery,
hello.
clear to Ronald Reagan International Airport via the Valley 2 departure, then is filed. Climb maintain 5,000.
Let's go and put in
Expect
our
flight level 370, 10 minutes
route
after
now.
departure. Departure frequency 135.17, squawk 1330.
Clear to the Reagan International Airport as via the Valley.
Let's pull up.
Departure.
Let's do our departure first.
Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 370.
Pull up our
10 minutes after
plan
departure.
here.
Departure frequency
Skips 2.
135.17, squawk 1330, and we also have information, Lima.
Skips 2. It says runway 12. I don't expect to take off runway 12. It'll probably be a 09er. That's what I'll ask for. I'm whatever how you say your last name.
Yeah, 1221.
Greetings from
read back
Vancouver, Canada.
correct.
Greetings, sir.
Contact ground 121.8 when ready for taxi.
We'll contact ground when ready to taxi. United 1221. Thanks.
All right. Yankee 290 to Sluggo. All right, and we'll do our arrival into Princess Juliana. We're going to be number 10 here. We'll do our RNAV arrival. Transiting Sluggo is what we're looking for. Sluggo. And put a route here that right. The legs. Bring those discontinuities up. Clear those out. Okay, and now we're going to check the plan here. Going to step through it. Kind of jumps and back and forth, isn't it, right there? So there's something not right here. Let's zoom in. All right, looping back. Step through again. Zipper, Vino, Jets, Sluggo, Intercept, Olba, okay. Jets, Sluggo, Olba. Doesn't look right. Hold on. Olba, then Lessor, Maven. Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. Okay. Oops. Dimitri. Okay. Nice to know that. That should be good then. Got our legs in there. Activate. Perfect here. We are already fueled up and ready to rumble here. Let's pull up what our reserves are going to be. Previous page. Be 4.1 reserves. Cruising out to 350. Cost index is 26. Come on, go away. Execute that. Go to takeoff. 5 degrees on the flaps. Thrust 30 degrees here, so it's going to be 5 degrees. Thrust. Center gravity pull. Select on. Pull all of that information. And go back to index performance. I'm sorry, legs. Route. This is, yes, it is executed. Okay, that's fine. All right. I think at this point we're ready to continue with our startup procedure. Get our fuel flowing here. Start the APU. Red collision lights on since the APU is starting up. We'll be starting the engines and pushback here shortly. Waiting for that to rotate up. As it started, we're going to start closing up our doors here. Close all the doors. Ground. Move the high. Well, let's wait for the high pressure. Fuel can go away. Loader unit can go away. Wait for the shocks. All that until a little bit later. It is PW engines today. Pratt and Whitney in the house. APU is what gets all the way up there. Go. You on? The isolation valve to on. And we're going to turn on our hydraulic pumps. The yaw dampener on. All right. I think we are almost ready to push back here. So let's go ahead and do a couple more things here in the FB. Go ahead and remove the chocks. Take fig. PP. No, not switch over the... I did. Whatever. Sometimes it's weird like that. Pressure unit remove. Moved all. All doors are closed. In-flight PA. Welcome aboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain and crew would like to welcome you on board this Boeing 757-200 airliner. If you haven't already done so, please stow your carry-on luggage underneath the...
This pushback set.
All right, Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
Step to sky and flight factor. Wish you a pleasant flight experience.
Get the pushback on the way.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Set the barometer, but it didn't like reset itself. Okay, there we go. Right? Yeah, he kind of does. And safety demonstration, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. When the seatbelt sign illuminates, you must fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fittings one into the other, and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the
Alright, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight, as we may experience...
American 1126, looks like you joined Mike there. Runway 8 right, taxi via Mike.
4 forward, 2 aft, and 2 over each wing. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit.
Oh, sorry, American 11. Can you say that one more time?
If we need to evacuate the aircraft.
American 1126.
You should
it looks
fly.
like
I
you
am flying the
joined Mike.
757.
I gave you taxi instructions to join.
That's what we're on.
Runway 8 right, so runway 8 right, taxi via Mike.
May also be detached.
Taxi to 8 right via Mike. I'm sorry about that. I did not see that.
Aboard, Captain.
Sorry.
Nose connected, 5 pass pens inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
The mask will automatically appear in front of you. To start the flow of
Miami ground, g'day. November 405 Echo Romeo, Cessna 172 with VFR flight following request.
your head and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone
Here
who
comes the
requires
pushback.
assistance,
Light 'em up.
November 405 Echo Romeo, go ahead with request.
keep your mask on until a
Request a VFR flight following to the X-Ray 51 airport at 1,500.
position. Lean forward with your hands on top of your head and your elbows against your thighs. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor. A life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head, pass the straps around your waist, and adjust at the front. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord, only when leaving the aircraft.
November 405 Echo Romeo, departure frequency is 135.17, squawk 1342.
135.17 for the frequency and squawk 1342, 405 Echo Romeo, and we have the weather and are ready to taxi.
May be used when the seatbelt sign is off, or when permitted by the crew.
Number 5 Echo Romeo, runway 8 left, taxi via Kilo.
Old toys, or any
Runway 8 left via Kilo, 405 Echo Romeo.
off at all times.
May push to 8 right.
That this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with,
We'll see.
disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. You will find this and all the other safety information in the car.
All right, let's start number 2 here.
It in front of you. We strongly suggest you read it before takeoff. If you have any questions,
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
One of our crew members. We wish
And
you
we're
all an
disconnecting the
enjoyable
tow.
flight.
Give me just a moment.
Thank you.
American 1126, contact tower 118.3.
I did not have the
Contact
orthos
tower
for the island.
118.3. Sorry about that. Have a great night, American 1126.
Oh, my scenery's there. Thought I installed the scenery for it. Hopefully it is there. In general. If not, we're going to be in trouble. Should have double checked that beforehand, shouldn't I have? Oh well. But I'm pretty sure. I installed
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
right. All the way. Go. All right. Let's go ahead and, well, 2 things. Get those on. Yeah, perhaps, right?
At Miami ground, Skyhawk 405 Echo Romeo, request intersection departure Lima 3.
November
Correction,
5
Kilo
Echo
3.
Romeo, hold short Echo 3.
We may have a
Do
valve
not
issue.
enter, actually, just hold short of Kilo 3. Do not enter the intersection just yet.
Hold short, Kilo 3, 405 Echo Romeo.
All right, we're going to contact Miami Ground here. Miami Ground, Solaris 1807, ready to taxi to the active.
Echo Romeo, 5 Echo Romeo, contact tower now, 118.3, have a safe flight.
Over to the tower, 118.3, thanks for your help, 5 Echo Romeo.
Solaris 1807, Miami Ground, runway 8 right, taxi via Papa.
8 right, taxi via Papa for Solaris 1807. I don't know why you're saying insufficient fuel. We have plenty of fuel. 13.6 and takeoff minimums are 13.3. So, yeah, shove that warning up your butt. All right, let's go in here. Oh, let's do it. And departure. Oops. It up. All right, fantastic. Go ahead and release the parking brake, and we'll get taxi here. And go straight out, hit Papa. Take Papa all the way down to 8 right. We are ready to rumble here. Pretty good. Towers on 118.3, have that set. Nope, this is default, Miami. Everything I have right now is default in regards to scenery and everything. Right. Hope you guys had a fantastic week. It is Saturday. So, should have completed your work week. I know some people work on weekends as well. Flaps down to takeoff here. 5. Flaps down to 5. Making sure that's going to go up to 5, and then maxes our flaps here. Yep, this will be our taxiway right here. All the way to 8 right. All right. That is possible, Red Sky, but it could just be something else. I mean, X-Plane's never been known for its complete and utter stability. All right, check here, full left, full right, full down, full up, brake check, great. Go blank here.
Grand, good night, Aero Mexico 422 at Tango. Ready to taxi to gate.
All right, we are
Mexico 422.
almost to the
landing
runway.
ground, safe parking.
We should have to go to Foxtrot 50.
Mexico 422. Taxi to the ramp via Sierra, Papa.
Hey, I'm not in
Cross
charge
runway
of what happens in the back, okay? That's the flight attendants. Go get your meal when you get up into the sky, though.
Runway 12. 422.
Solaris 1807, contact tower now, 118.3, have a safe flight.
18.3 for Solaris, 1807, appreciate it. Miami Tower, Solaris 1807, with you at 8 right, ready for departure.
Solaris 1807, Miami Tower, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff, Miami wind 120 at 10.
Clear for takeoff, 8 right, Solaris 1807. Go straight ahead here. Play. Here. Logo lights. RA. I'm tired of that. I don't have insufficient fuel. I have plenty of fuel. I have more fuel than I need to take off. 13.4. I need 13.3 to take off, so suck it. I'm fine. Jeez. Leave me alone. Clock active. Thrust active. EPR. Come on, baby. Getting close. And there we go. Off the ground we go. Perfect. Getting nervous there for a second. Hold it right here at 15 degrees. Do lateral navigation.
Solaris 1807, contact Miami Center 135.17.
135.17 Solaris 18.
That's fine. If you want to leave a frequency early, you can just request it. You don't have to just, switch. American 990 frequency change approved. Good night.
Thanks for the help, American 990.
American 733 departing my airspace to the east. Actually, disregard. No, she can't accept. Stand by.
Miami Center, Solaris 1807, climbing through 2,000 for 5.
I'm sorry, Solaris checking in with Miami Center. What are the numbers?
Solaris 1807.
Solaris 18079 by departure at a contact. Climb and maintain 16,000.
I maintained 16,000 for Solaris 1807.
American 733, contact Miami Center 132.3.
American 672, established Solaris 12.
American 672, roger, contact Miami Tower 118.3, good night.
108.3, thank you very much, good night.
Flying it manually right now, guys, if you couldn't tell yet. Vulcan is the next update for X-Plane. It's going to change basically it's changing what drives X-Plane. It's going to change the engine that X-Plane runs on. It's supposed to help with the frame rates and stuff like that. Make it more optimized.
Conventional aircraft Miami Center will be closing in 4 minutes.
4 minutes? That's okay, though. We'll be alright. I'm ready for 2020. Already ready for that. So, we're going to be transitioning to Juan Carlos. I'm sorry. EMO. Miami Oceanic Center. That's going to be 132.30.
American 1126, you're leaving my airspace to the south. Havana is not online. Frequency change is approved. Good day.
Have a great night, American 1126. Thank you for your help. Good day.
Solaris 1807, actually stand by. Yeah, let's do this.
Do what? Uh-oh. They're plotting something. ATC's plotting something. Sure, let's do that. And then they don't tell me what they're going to do. Uh-oh. No.
Solaris
Wait, 13, I think.
Center took the handoff. Contact Miami 132.3. Good day.
132.3 for Solaris 1807. Appreciate it.
Middle 405.
Amy Oceanic, Solaris 1807, climbing through 8,000 for 16. Solaris 1807. 1807.
Solaris 1807.
Dugo the Dugo, hello sir, welcome back. Luke, I'm using the same thing. It doesn't work as well as supposedly what Vulcan's going to do, so we're going to see how that works out for us, but about past 10,000 feet. I'm going to do a couple things here. All right, past 18,000 feet, so those are going to come off. We're also going to go ahead and make some announcements here. Vulcan, I think it's a game engine. Yeah, I think it's, or it may be just like an optimized new OpenGL or something like that. All right. Yep, night ops today. Farm sim, awesome. Man, I still haven't played the newest one. Rocket, hello, welcome. Tired of that message. Jeez. Not gonna run out of fuel. Everything looks great. No issues on it. I do want to go ahead, while we're doing this, I mean, might as well go and type in the station airport, even though it's hours away here. To our arrival. And you, hello, welcome. Restrictions here. Nope, doesn't look like it. No altitude restrictions. Our nav is here. Pretty easy. I do know that it's a very interesting approach because of how close it is to the water. Bento Mazmag, thank you, sir. Hello, thank you for that. About to hit that 60,000 limit that signed by Miami Center. Alexi? Yeah, Alexi. Thank you. Welcome. Glad you were able to catch it. On call, see if I can continue to climb. Miami Solaris 1807 at 16,000, requesting clearance to continue climb.
Last station second.
Solaris 1807 at 16,000, which was assigned by Miami Center, requesting clearance to continue climb to 35.
Solaris 1807, climb maintain, available 350.
Climb maintain 350, Solaris 1807. 50. I went to the store today and bought some 60% off candy that was left over from Halloween. So I got 2 large bags of candy for like $10. This airline, well, this is a Boeing 757-200. It is, I'm flying, the current flight is SOI Sierra Oscar Ida 1807. SOI 1807. That stands for Solaris International 1807. Yes, we are flying to Princess Juliana International tonight. I haven't been to that airport since FSX, Flight Simulator X. So it's been a long time. We go over to standard here already. All right, we're going to go ahead and start service here.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, the flight attendants will be passing around the cabin to offer you cold drinks, as well as a light meal. Please make sure your seats are in an upright position, and prepare your folding trays.
Yeah, pressure session check would be a good idea. Looks good. We're about 7,000 feet right now in the cabin. Our rate is just above 0. Differential is about right as well. And that's about right. You're not going to go too high on your altitude. I think about 8,000 is usually about what they pressurize at. So it looks good. It's almost closed all the way, which is about what you want. You know what I didn't do? I didn't take the APU off. Why didn't I take the APU off? That's interesting. Surprised to even let me go without doing that. See if crash out of the sky here. Nope. Perfect. Oops. I mean, you don't have to turn the APU. So different airliners actually have different policies on that. So some airlines actually take off with the APU on. Some don't. And it also, I think it varies by aircraft. So I don't know what the actual policy is here on, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking off with the APU on. It's just usually I don't. It does give you a redundancy electrical system in case, you know, your engines fail or something like that. Double bird strike, for example. Miracle in the Hudson. Yep, all about the burning of the fuel, absolutely. By system specs. Destination, sir. It is quite a ways here. It's just over 1,000 miles from now. We get there. What time is it right now? We get there in about 2 hours and 15 minutes. So we have a while. Goal here tonight. Be great to be able to get to 2,500 subscribers. That way my next stream on Monday I can give away my flight sim yoke. If you guys would like to enter into that chance, you can go to that form that I just posted right there. and you can enter your information. Of course, you have to be a resident of the United States and be at least 18 years or older to enter. More rules and restrictions apply. Please see the form for details. Void where prohibited. Yep, once I get 2,500 subscribers, I'll be giving away that CH Products Flight Sim yoke. I'll be paying for the shipping as well. But if you've been wanting a yoke, here is the opportunity to maybe get one for free. No, it's not too little. Generally, X-Plane with my current settings, visualization settings, I only use about 10 or so. That's something down there. I don't know what that is. Second, I thought it may have been the aircraft, but it's not. Anyway, back to the candy. So yeah, so I got some nice large bags of candy, 60% off. This is really nice. Gonna eat me an almond joy. USSR doesn't exist anymore, Red Sky. So, I think it was it 2 days ago? Yeah, 2 nights ago. I was just chilling, doing some stuff on the computer and so forth, and I get a message in my VA's Discord. And it was another pilot, the VA pilot. I basically broadcast out, hey, I just had an engine failure on descent. My left engine just went out. So I was like, okay, I'm going to help this guy, right? I mean, you got to go through procedures and stuff. So I was like, trying to have him explain what's going on, see if he could, start the APU, see if he can restart the engine. He was able to get the engine back on, but then he found a hydraulic leak in his center reservoir, his center hydraulic reservoir. And it had emptied all of his hydraulic fluid out, except for the backup reserve hydraulics, which sits below the valve or whatever. But anyway, Pantos Mag, I used to. I stopped using it because I was having issues if I was running that at the same time running X-Plane. I was having some frame drops. Anyway, so back to the story. So he, so I was scouting through different quick reference handbooks, manuals, and so forth. And I was helping him with, alternate procedures using alternate flaps because his flaps were gone because the hydraulic fluid was gone, alternate braking, etc., the backup reserve braking, just, all different systems. And I actually got on VATSIM, recorded him landing. And he landed it fantastic. I mean, he landed at negative 250 feet per minute.
I don't know what happened for my graph. Is the autopilot is disconnected full time, bro. Sorry.
So, it was an interesting time. Pretty cool, though. Get some music in here. While we're just cruising. And Tony, yes it is. Very slightly, not much. I found when I pushed it higher, it had heating issues. Alright, where's my gun? Later. Yeah, so when you overclock, you can start having heating issues, yeah. Even though mine's water cooled. I mean, I was able to push it, I think, 0.5 gigahertz higher than what it's originally designed for, so not too bad. They like to call overclocking, like, there's a overclocking lottery. Different processors you'll be able to overclock higher than others, even though they're the same exact ones. Like, say it's like mine, i7-7700K. There's some that you can't overclock really, and it's just they don't really know. I mean, they know why, but it's just, you know, kind of getting the lottery whenever you buy one. Do I use SimBrief for flight plans? Yes, I do, absolutely. Red Sky, that's not good if you're 94 Celsius. Well, I mean, okay. Are you running a bunch of stuff though? As long as it doesn't go over 100 degrees Celsius on a high load, you'll be fine. But if that's like a low load and you're getting 94 degrees Celsius, there's a problem. On average, mine at a high load is 65 degrees Celsius. Like maximum is a 65. So you can always get a cooling, what do they call it, a cooling pad or whatever. Give you some extra fans and airflow. You can also delid your processor. I don't know exactly how you would do it with a laptop, but that's why I did it with my desktop, where you take off the heat shield on the processor itself that covers over the CPU. It's that metal bracket looking thing that's on top of the chip, and then you scrape off the old glue and thermal paste there and re-thermal paste it, put the heat shield back on it, then put thermal paste back on top of the heat shield, then reattach your heat sink. Delicate operation. If you screw up, you can actually destroy your processor. I still have pictures on my Twitter where I did it. Tell you what, I'll go back to my Twitter, I'll repost it. You guys can see what I'm talking about. If I can find it here. Oh, there it is. Alright, just sent out the tweet. It helped mine a bunch, delitting it. I did a lot of research before I did, obviously. It decreased my temperature about 20 degrees Celsius overall. So... Anthony, I would change two things about that. I would go ahead and crank up to an i7 and go ahead and do a 2080. I mean, that'll do great. Don't get me wrong. But the reason I say that is because you want to plan for growth.
Setable control, Som 013, ready for depart from MINN.
Because if you plan for the future, like for example Microsoft
Flight
Simulator 2020 2020, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, that might take something that's a little bit higher. Let's see what you can do. Go fly, get up into your cruise, do a couple hour cruise, and then during that time you're in cruise, just study and then come back and land it. Red, yes. So, yes and no. You're still going to have a good portion of it on your computer itself, but in regards to the scenery, that's going to be cloud-based. So that's going to be coming over the internet. Anthony, yes, that's what I'd recommend. But again, I mean, if your budget can't pay for that, then don't go for that. Don't put yourself in a hole just to try to get just a little bit more. Yes, FS 2020 is going to be hungry. Kind of scared. Well, they say on Xbox, but what Xbox are they talking about? Are they talking about this Xbox now, or are they talking about the Xbox that's going to come out in the spring or summer of next year? It's about time for them to come out with another one, so I wouldn't be surprised. Andrew, welcome back. What's the best long-haul aircraft you can get right now? That's a great question, man. There's so many different factors. Oh, hold on. Let me open the door here. Ugh. Oh, other way. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, the 767's, you guys are probably right. Probably the 767 is going to be your best bet. Because the 777's not there yet. They're going to redo that one coming up here anyway. Yeah, the Charge 9 A350 or A330 has a lot of problems. 350 also has problems. 787 needs a lot of work. Yeah, the 747 by SSG, the new V2 was, yeah, a lot of people are pissed about that. Jonathan, the 767 by Flight Factor and VMAX. So just search Flight Factor 767. Well, I'm talking about the 777X. They're not doing the 777 V2 anymore. They're just going to go straight over and do the 777X. Of course, I'll believe it when I see it, of course. Red, yes, they do, but they're also not optimized at all, so your frames are crap. Andrew, you talking about the Zebo? I'm not sure why it would be so dark. It should be lighter than that. Oh, make sure your visual effects are up. I think Zebo may rely on visual effects for your lighting, internal cockpit. Same, man. I don't know if I want to invest really in X-Plane either with the FS 2020 coming. But I mean, that may not come till, you know, fall of next year, so I'm kind of stuck where I still need to invest some, because, you know, I kind of have a quote-unquote job to do.
685, the Polymer Space shooting north, Miami, Southern South flying at a services terminator, frequency change approved.
Since I'm a streamer, you know, in video, you know, to do videos of newer aircraft coming out and stuff like that, kind of, you know, responsible doing that. Yep, I have the 767 from Flight Factor as well, and I've flown that around. It's a good aircraft. It's just like this one right here. It's frame heavy. A320 is the worst by Flight Factor in regards to frames. That's why I don't fly it much. I fly the toeless A319 a lot. Oh, it's going to be around a while, absolutely, but I mean, just looking at the quality of the scenery, FS 2020 is going to kick X-Plane in the teeth and bury it alive. I mean, unless X-Plane creates X-Plane 12 or something that brings you that quality of scenery without killing your computer, I mean... Andrew, they still haven't said if they're going to do subscription or not. Worst payware you guys can think of? X-Craft's Embraer family. It sucks. The only thing good about that is the exterior textures are great. Everything else about those aircraft suck. Actually, there's a lot more than that, and that's because I'm one of the insiders, so I've seen more. No, I don't have P3D. I looked at it when I was looking at getting a new sim, and I just saw what it looked like. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go with X-Plane 11. I have the SSG Embraer, and those actually are really good. The systems are good, and that's what I really care. Ultimately, what I care about most is the systems of the aircraft first, and then we can look at the modeling. Get the systems right first, then do the modeling. But X-Craft has that backwards. They do the modeling first, and they try to shove all the systems in there, and it just doesn't work. Artist Veen, hello. You say that now, Andrew. You say that now, but we'll see what happens with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Yeah, exactly, Martis. Exactly. There's so much wrong with that stuff. Again, the exterior model, fantastic. Looks great. But the systems are a joke. It's just a joke. Worst money. I wish I could go back and get that money back, honestly. Just bad. $839 miles to go. 707 till top of descent. Yes, that it is really sad. Honestly, it's sad that we're paying so much for these planes anyway. If I'm honest. Lexi, I don't know. You have to check. They have a timeline on their website. I can't remember what it says. So dark. Yep, you're absolutely right, Red. So, and here I am gonna get on my milk crate here and scream at the top of my lungs. There is only one aircraft I would pay. I would feel good.
I provide services for NASA. Therefore, monitor Unicorn 122.8. Oh, okay, thank you.
There's only one plane I would pay more than $50 for, honestly, and not feel bad about paying those $50 for that aircraft. I have bought many over that number, but that's because I want to review them. I want to learn the aircraft and review them for you guys so you know what they're like. And that one aircraft is the Zebo 737, because he has put so many hours into that, and there's not even close to a payware aircraft that has the in-depth systems that it does, offers the quality that it does. I mean, it's just he kicks all these other payware aircraft developers in the teeth. It's just a joke. I mean, I've donated to him. I don't know if you guys have. He takes donations. I've donated to him because it's just what he's done for the community has been fantastic. But like Flight Factor, way overpriced. Should be half the price. X-Craft should be free. Okay, and if I'm being honest. SSG, half your prices. Like, it's ridiculous.
American 733, Miami Center, how did you read?
Phantom as it's not exactly that. Most will still be on your computer. Scenery will be streamed to your computer. I agree, Martis. It's not the best aircraft, of course, but it kicks a lot of these paywares in the teeth and leaves them there to dry. The 717 is actually not becoming too rare anymore. Delta's starting to doing a lot of those. Boeing is ramping up production on that. It's filling that niche that the MD-88, MD-80, MD-83 filled for a long time. And since they retired all those, the 717 is filling that. I've flown on 717 several times now with Delta. Though I've never flown with the 321 Neo. I'd like to fly on one of those. And of course, you guys know the 717 is being currently made in the it's being developed right now by a couple of guys. I've been following that closely. looking forward to that coming out. I think it's a great aircraft, honestly. And there is a 747 in development for free. There's 2 that are in development for free. Actually, you're right. The 717 did stop production in 2006. There's 148 still in service, though. Now, I do know that... Who is it? The Embraer. The Embraer 195 is starting to fill that niche as well. And that's the new one that's filling it. Of course, the now Airbus A220, I think. That's the one that Airbus is trying to fill the niche with as well. So we're going to see some interesting developments in the air travel industry here coming soon. RDR2 is coming out on the 5th. Do I play that or fly since I have no school? Both. Why not? Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know if I'm going to play that or not. It looks really good. I just don't know if I want to spend the money on it. Is the A320 jar design a good model? I've heard there's a lot of bugs with it. I agree, Martis. I agree that it should be about $40. But they still beat X-Craft. That's for sure. Yes, we do need an A220 for X-Plane 11. A350-100s making a splash in the real market. I haven't heard much about the 350. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, I don't think... Oh yeah, you talked about the new one? Yeah, the 1000, yeah. It's because it's, you know, it's carbon fiber and all that kind of stuff, all the new engines and stuff. It's basically, it's this, well, it's like Boeing. Okay, so the 350 is basically the 777 on the Airbus side. And so the A350-1000 is basically the 777X competitor. So Boeing's a little behind the curve, but that's because they're trying to fix their issues with the 737, which more issues have come out. I don't know if you guys have been following that. There's been a couple in regular 737-800s with the new engines, the NG versions, the 737-800 NG, which is before the MAX, right? So the NG was before the MAX. They found cracks in the fuselage way before the dates where they are supposed to start getting inspected for cracks. Yep. And let's just say people are not happy. That's why, honestly, the reason why they fired their CEO of the airline production is because of all of these shortcomings. That shows there's a problem with the production of the 737. There's a problem with what do they call it, quality control. Problem there. There's a problem there, and so the CEO got fired and they put someone else in there. Hopefully he'll be able to fix all these problems with their quality control. We'll see. All right, Andrew, later. Well, that's the 737 MAX. But yes, they... So, I'm not going to say Boeing killed them, because Boeing didn't kill them. Was there a problem with the aircraft? Yes. But did they actually kill them? No. It's an accident. And accidents happen. But, along with that, it could have been prevented if... I wish I could show you. I don't think it's on this aircraft. No, it's not modeled on this aircraft. It's on the 737. If we were on the 737, I could show you. There's actually, it's right down here. There's a switch that turned off the system that caused the crashes in the two 737 MAX. And on one of the crashes, I think it was the one in, not the Lion Air, but the other one, the first one. A pilot actually had the same problem with one of the jets, and a third row guy, a guy who was sitting back here jump seating, okay, recognized what the problem was and turned off the system before it caused an accident. And they continued on. Now, of course, they reported that. But the other two crashes, the pilots didn't either know or didn't do it. So again, I'm not blaming the pilots and I'm not blaming Boeing because it was a complicated problem. I don't think either of them killed the people. I don't think either of them wanted to kill them either. Yeah, the stab trip, cut off switches, yep. It was an accident, and accidents freaking happen. I mean, it is what it is. That's air travel, that's any type of travel. That's driving a vehicle. I mean, how many times do we have recalls on vehicles nowadays, automobiles? All the freaking time. It just gets headlines when it's an airliner because so many people die at once. More people die from automobile accidents in regards to malfunctioning equipment than from airliners. But you don't hear about it, and that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. It's the news. They're going to do what they want. Should it be fixed? Absolutely. And it shouldn't have gotten to that point where people died, but unfortunately it did before, Boeing recognized what the problem was. Now, I really am curious, though, and it has been released in media. I mean, they've kind of looked over it now. They just focus on the economical side of Boeing now. Bye, Hugo the Dugo. Yes, they did make extra training optional, but that's every company does that. It's like, okay, we're going to certify you to fly this aircraft, but if you want to learn more, you can learn more. I mean, what was I saying? I was saying something before that. I mean, even Airbus does that too. I mean, every company does that. Because every airline has a different requirement for their pilots. I don't know if you guys know that. I mean, like FAA has a minimum requirement, right? But every country has their own governing, aviation group, and they have requirements. The FAA has requirements. NTSB has requirements. We took off from Miami. We're heading to St. Maarten, Princess Juliana International. Again, I'm not defending Boeing. Should they have fixed the problem? Absolutely. Should it have been part of the normal training? I believe so. But, crap happens. It does. Life. Can't make everything perfectly safe. Getting a little personal here, but I even have stock in Airbus, but I don't think it was totally, Boeing's fault. All right, I'm see you later, man. Appreciate you stopping by. So anyway, back to the candy. Oh, man. I'm sure they checked it, Martis. But again, it was a quality control error. But you can check it, 7 ways to Sunday. But it could be just that one factor of 500 different things coming together. Of course, it wasn't 500. It was like 3 or 4 coming together to create that one situation and error. I mean, there's so much that, think about it. Just think about all the systems on this aircraft. Think about all the testing they have to do. All of this. And they have to test it all with all the interactions between itself and everything. Again, I'm not excusing Boeing. It's just we've simplified it. We think, oh, it's just so easy to do all this, but it really isn't. Like on this aircraft, the 757, basically triple redundancy on almost every system. That's how I know this, because I was reading up on the 767, which is basically the sister aircraft here, the 757, in regards to systems, and just so many systems that are just redundant on each other. It's like we have alternate flaps, and then we have reserve. We have alternate gear, then we have gravity gear. We have alternate hydraulics, and then we have reserve hydraulics. It's just, there's always 3 tiers, 3 levels of a system. Electricity on this aircraft, right? So, batteries, okay? The battery can allow you to control the surfaces. APU can allow you to control the surfaces. The engines give you power to control the surfaces, and then you have the ram air turbine to give you control to the surfaces. Oh, I know the 787 is ridiculous too. How many years did they test the 787? 5 or 6 before they started delivering them? I remember that delay because of the lithium batteries or whatever they were having issues with. Of course, now you don't hear about it. Now you don't even hear about the 787 because why? It's functioning perfectly fine. They got all the kinks worked out, and now it's flying around the world. Yep, that's what the media does, blowing it out of proportion. That's basically their job nowadays. That's what I found. And I work in media now. Like we no longer have control, but they didn't tell us. That's great. They didn't say they were going offline, they just went offline. That's wonderful. Appreciate that. See here. I think American Airlines 733 is ahead of us at 35,000 feet. A320L, which they're heading to Los Mantos, they're gonna actually land before we get our arrival. Doesn't look like we have any area traffic heading into the area. You have a departing aircraft, like taking off your KLM 780. They're heading to Rocco. I get the radar up here. Here we go. Yes, A330 and finally fly again to TNCM. So I do have a cool live stream planned coming up here, probably next week, where I'm going to get my wife in front of the controls here. I'm gonna have her take the aircraft up, cruise it, and bring it down for a landing. We won't be a VATSIM because in case something happens, I don't want to have my own account at fault. And we won't be flying for a VA, but we will be flying nonetheless. It'll be interesting. She has never, ever done any type of virtual or real-life flying. Never been in the cockpit at all. She has been a passenger on some jets and some aircraft, but that's it. So she's going to come in here with no knowledge at all and see what she can do. Of course, I'll be her co-pilot, her instructor, so to speak. We'll see. I'll do my best to coach her, but that should be an interesting stream for sure. Yes, I actually have something for that. Let me pull on. Tell you in a second. Well, it took a little bit convincing, but I finally got her to agree to it. That is what I use hardware-wise. I don't really use the instrument panel anymore as much. I do have it here. It's just not plugged in. It's too much work to configure it for every aircraft because every aircraft's different. I just don't even bother with it anymore. I need to take it off my desk. Honestly, it's just taking up room. I should probably give away that too. I should probably give away my other Tech products. They don't work well with X-Plane. They work great with FSX, but not with X-Plane. Yes, I will, Lexi. Yes, I will. Absolutely. I'll pre-order that as well. And I'll do what I did with this last one. I will do a unboxing video and I'll test it out, fly with it. I won't have a throttle quadrant really to compare it with, but that's okay. And since I got the honeycomb yoke has really good quality, so I'm kind of trusting them that they're going to do well with the throttle quadrant as well. Maybe by the time they release that, I'll be popular enough that they'll allow me to have one for free, right? Do some promotional videos with it. Probably not. Probably not. That's okay. I'm at 2463 subscribers now, so I'm 37 short of 2,500. Hopefully I'll have all those by Monday so I can do giveaway. Again, if you haven't entered, there's the form for it. Have to be 18 years or older, resident of the United States. Void where prohibited, no purchase necessary. Guys would like to support me monthly, you can do so at patreon.com/mmflightclub. What does that do for you? Well, there's some rewards there. Downloads you can get for free from me. And mainly you just help me, you just help support me financially and allow me to buy aircraft like the one I'm flying now. So I can show you guys what it's like, give you a run around. Hopefully instruct you guys a little bit more on the aircraft, as well as help you decide if you want it or not. Let's get to ship in 3 weeks. Oh man, that's gonna be a long 3 weeks. Indeed, sir. It's a great yoke though, man. Great yoke, man. I can get a better shot here. There you go. Voila, be jelly. Jelly. Just under 500 miles to top of descent. I'm sure it will be, man. I mean, they're not going to be dumb. They see how popular it's going to be. I'm sure they'll make it compatible, man. You could probably ask Captain Canada. I mean, I'm sure he has the Tech Alpha builds. I'm sure they've given that to all the popular streamers out there. I know X-Tech has gotten Tech Alpha build. I don't know if he has the new yoke, though. Yeah, I didn't get into the alpha. So it's cool, it's whatever, but I guess I don't know, maybe I submitted past the deadline or whatever. That's okay. That's alright. I am part of the insider program, though. So there's that. Weather refresh. Oh, I know, right? That won't happen, though. I can't do that. Non-disclosure agreements. You can't let the tech alpha builds out. That's me. Where's my gun? It's back. That's who's back. Back again. $450 miles till top of descent. We should be on the ground in about an hour and a half. I know you're back. Where's my gun? I already said that. Kicks, hello. welcome. How you doing?
There's been more of scientific discovery, more of technical advancement and material progress in your lifetime and mine than in all the ages of history.
Lexi, thanks for the $3 donation. Says to me until next. I'll make sure to do butter it. I will try, Lexi. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Big help there. If you guys would like to donate, go out. Oh, I just hit the wrong button. Hold on. You can go to Patreon if you want to, but that's what I was meaning to do. That's a monthly thing. For one-time donation, you can hit the donation button. Go to there. Streamlabs.com/MikeandMesser1. And it pops up just like you saw with Alexi. Anyway, thanks, Alexi. Thanks for that $3, man. Appreciate that. I want to try a transoceanic flight, but there's a lot to learn. Yeah, there's a lot different doing transoceanic. When you got your very high frequency radios you have to use. So just the high frequency HF radios you have to use. Other things like that. Different policies, procedures. Tom, you need to set the IRS before you start moving. If you go up on the left-hand side, midway down, a thing called aiders. I'm going to set all three of those to nav. And once that has aligned, GPS primary should go away. I've never had to actually go out in flight completely. I think I've had it pop once or twice, but nothing. That with the fruit pizza, which has never arrived. Hey, not my fault. Not my fault, Luke. An hour and 10 minutes to go. I am just off the coast of, is it Haiti? I think. Dominican Republic and Haiti. I think it's split like this. That's Cuba. I'm pretty sure this is Dominican Republic / Haiti. I remember my geology classes. I could be completely wrong on that though. Nope, I am. I'm right. Haiti's on the left, Dominican Republic's on the right. Got a departing aircraft here. Does not have a type, origin, destination, or alternate, or anything. On the German server. No idea what kind of aircraft that is, where it's going, or what it's doing. Bet you it didn't fly a flight plan. That's why it's not showing up. This guy right here, heading to airport Louis Munoz Marion International. This one right here is where he's headed, and I'm headed here. He's gonna come down this way, and I'm gonna come down this way. We'll divert here shortly. Shoot it down hijacked. I don't have that kind of thing. He's turning south anyway. Going away from me. I do plan on at some point I don't know when. Probably before the new year, doing a stream where I have some type of mechanical failure. I'll give my wife the control panel or whatever that X-Plane allows to be used, like on a different computer and stuff like that, that connect to each other, and one's a control panel, and allow her to randomly give me mechanical issues like loss of an engine, that kind of a deal, and see how I do. But that'll be a little ways from now. There may be an app, I don't know. I know there's a default control panel that is inside of X-Plane 11, though. I don't think that's demonstration of masculinity. That'll just be, how much do I really know my aircraft? Knowing her, she'd probably like light it on fire or something. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. So we're 2 hours into the stream. 8 of y'all are still with me. Thank you so much for sticking around. Keeping me company on this long flight today. Good news is we are now about in the final hour here. About an hour and 5 minutes to go. About an hour and 5 will be on the ground at the airport. So probably about 40-45 minutes we'll start our descent into the area. I know it's been a long cruise. We are exactly 336 nautical miles. So about 45 minutes. And one of the main reasons I wanted to fly this route today, as well as 2 reasons. One, I've been wanting to head to Princess Juliana International anyway. 2, someone had loaded up cargo by VA for this airport and then didn't fly it. So it's just been sitting in the cargo, rotting. They loaded on in the aircraft at an airport that didn't even have a route to this airport. And we've been having this problem. We're not sure who's doing it. We'll find you. And we will destroy you. Anyway. So, and there are two reasons. Again, wanting to fly there anyway, and two, because we need to drop off these packages that have just been sitting in the hold. I had originally planned on flying from Atlanta to Seattle earlier today. I had to scratch that because of this. I had to fly instead from Atlanta to Miami, and then this is the second leg of that flight, which is why tonight's stream was delayed, because I had to fly the first leg. I'm not using Project Fly now. That's because when I had it running along with X-Plane 11 at the same time, I was having about 5 frames less. And since for example, this aircraft, I'm at cruise, I'm probably running at about 35, 37. See here. 31 frames per second up here in cruise. So, taking 5 out of that, you start having some major, stuttering and stuff like that. And I just, I couldn't take it anymore. I don't know if that was the only issue. There's a lot of things that were causing some problems, and I basically pulled all my plugins out, reinstalled the entire game, and only loaded back in the plugins I absolutely need. So I don't need this. This is just a test earlier, but I do use X-Camera. This connects to my FSA client. X-Pilots for VATSIM, AviTabs for all my charts, better pushbacks for pushing back the aircraft, Rain Radar that's built into this aircraft, and then this is the aircraft EFB. So, Luke, that is FSA. Flight Simulation, actual name here. Hold on. It's called FS Airlines, Flight Simulation Airline. What? Hold on. Looks like I don't have the scenery. You gotta be kidding me. No! No, I don't have the scenery. You've gotta be joking. Oh my gosh. My heart is shattered. My heart is absolutely shattered right now. I could have sworn I had installed this scenery. I'm trying to think how I'm going to fix this now. I fixed it. Hold on. Let me see. No, you can't really do that. Because, again, I'm being tracked right now by FS Airlines client. I know one thing. Disconnect from VATSIM. That's pointless. I have an idea of what I possibly could do here. What if I downloaded Princess Juliana International scenery, put it into the right files and everything, then went up here, changed the graphic settings where it made it reload the scenery. I wonder if that would work. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see here. Let me see. Besides work, right? I think I'm gonna have to do. Just because, like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try that. Man, this is gonna be one interesting thing if it works. Works here. If this works. This will be interesting, guys. This is one of those things where it's just like, thinking outside the box. Now, it might look really funky. That's possible. But all I need is a runway. All I need is a runway. If I could get a runway on the water, that's all I need. Alright, it's downloading now. This will be done in about 8 minutes. No, there's no airport. It's just water. It's just all water. It's all water. Just pure water. This is just an all or nothing at this point. It's either gonna work or it's not, and I won't know until I get really close to the runway. Get the buoys out, right? And this is this is ridiculous. If this works, I am going to be ecstatic, but also going to laugh my butt off. But theoretically, it should work, right? Because if you change your setting, isn't that right? I mean, am I thinking about that wrong? I don't want to throw a 3-hour flight to the trash. I have to fly it again tomorrow. Just so that FD. Yeah, I've got to try. Got to. I'm sure it doesn't. Because again, I'd be fine, but you can't do that with FS Airlines. You either do the whole flight, or you pause it midway and then you come back later and resume it, or you start it all over again. There's no have it, save it, and then come back later, reload it. You can't do that. Landing in the water would not work either. The game would detect, the FS Airlines client would detect that, cause it'd be a crash, and it'd be a complete loss of the aircraft. Count on FS Airlines, that's like a tenth. Not even a tenth. That's less than 1% of like the cost of this airline. Exactly. I'll pull it up. Right, it's at 5.2. It is currently valued at $65.837 million. And I have $115,000. It wouldn't be close. Wouldn't even be close. Alright, 1 minute left on the... This should be interesting. 217 miles on top of the descent. We still got a good 30 minutes to go for our descent here. To be full of non-water. If all else fails, I'll just cancel the flight in the FS Airlines. I'll just fly it tomorrow. I mean, it is what it is, but we're going to give this a shot anyway. I'll tell you what, guys. If this doesn't work and there's no scenery there or whatever, I'll pause it. I'll cancel the FS Airlines flight there. And I'll fly it tomorrow. But instead, what I'll do is I'll do a ditch into the ocean just for y'all, just so that y'all can see me do that. How about that? That work. And a half right there. If this works, I've charted a whole new possibility for people. And it's like discovering a new part of mathematics or something. Discovering a new part of the game that you can do. Did you know you could fly to a place where you have none of the world loaded? But if you download scenery and put it in there, and then reload your graphics properly, you'll be able to pull up your airport. Man, if this works, guys, I'm telling you. Oh, man. This works. All right. Distracted. Okay, let's see. mesh is installed. That's an important part. Alright, next I gotta install the actual scenery here. Where is it? Right there. There it is. Copy that and put it into my custom scenery folder. I'll know if it works because as we get closer, I should see the lights. And if I see the lights, I'll know I've been successful. I see the light. Right, let's see. Where is the globe loader? Top of that. Or that right? Yes, it is. Right, save that. Exit, exit. All right, now we go up here to the settings. Change the number of world objects. Done. Aha, reading new scenery files. Boom! Now the question is, did it work? That's the question. That's the question now. I won't know until I get closer. Yeah, scarily fast, yes. But we're so far away from it, though. It could be outside of the rendering range right now. That's the only thing. And as we get closer, it might render it in. Just in its normal process like it does. But I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? It might, yeah, my frames might flip out. I'll just up here and monitor. Well, give me monitor the frames here. Get any changes as we get closer. There's still a little bit ways to go before we descend. The only issue I foresee is that whenever you change the settings and it reads new scenery, it doesn't read new scenery, it just reloads what's already been loaded. Just at a lower renders, whatever. I don't know. I don't know how they have it set up. So this could work. This could not work. Again, if it works, great. New thing that we found out. If it doesn't, oh well. And I'll just cancel the FSA Airlines and I'll fly that tomorrow at my off time, and then I'll ditch the aircraft into the ocean where Princess Juliana should be. Yes, I did. I did, Luke. This shall be interesting nonetheless. I just can't believe that I didn't have it. I thought I installed it. When I reinstalled X-Plane, I chose United States, Canada, Alaska, Hawaii, Europe, and then I selected the Bahama area, like all this, the Caribbean. I selected it. I don't know, I must have double-clicked it or something and selected, deselected. It's hard to tell with that teeny map they have. Who knows? Might be yelling, brace, brace, brace. Heads down, stay down. I don't know. I'm just seriously, I'm just sitting here shaking my head. That's kicking myself for this. Alrighty, where's my gun? Well, frames just dropped to 31 out of nowhere. Now it's back up to 35. And the CPU cooler revved up a little. I don't know what that means. Doesn't necessarily mean. Never know. Now it's back up to 38. Oh, now it's down to 29. Frames per second. Holding about 20. Look at that red sky. You missed it. Found out I did not install the scenery for this area, so I'm flying into water, and I have downloaded and installed the Princess Juliana scenery and changed my settings, graphic settings, to see if I could get it to load the scenery without having to exit the game. We're going to see if that worked. We could be making history here, or we could be doing a fool's errand. A dev menu, good idea. Reload the scenery. Ah! Hold on, you may be on to something there, Red. You may be on to something. Game crashes? Yeah, right. That's probably what's going to happen. Gonna sit here and wait. Not gonna click off, not gonna do anything like that. That's what happens. If you click off, it can crash. Taking a long time. I ain't touching it though. I ain't touching it. Let it sit there. Oh, it's moving. Reading new scenery files. Oh boy. Oh boy. That may have done it. I don't know. Man, if that works, I'm telling you guys, if this works, I'm so gonna clip the crap out of this. Now, we won't know until we get close if it's gonna be there or not. And we're gonna be like close to our final descent, our final approach, to know if it's gonna be there or not. That's the thing. We won't know until we're getting close. I don't know. I think we are. I think we're good. I think it's gonna work.
Pull up.
Brian Smith Vlogs, thanks for the subscription, man. Appreciate that. Getting close to that 2,500 subscriber level. Whoop, whoop. All right, we are 100 nautical miles from top descent. The sound just scared. Yeah. Let's go ahead and start putting in some of this stuff. Smith Vlogs, thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome aboard, sir. Right, this is a little bit larger now. All right. I'm going to reset the altitude to 1,700. That's actually what the 757 FMC looks like. You gotta understand, the 757 was developed in the 80s, produced in the 90s, still being produced today. So, you know, in the 80s, this is pretty much what most computers look like. You're using, you know, very simple, quote unquote, programming and stuff. So that was pretty high tech then. All these displays are new. This was not in the original 757. No, I'm not going to do an emergency descent. There's no reason for that. Because it's just going to be water here. The only scenery it's going to load is going to be the Princess Juliana, whatever, airport. Alright, so that's pretty much the only... I got to put in the minimums here. Radio Barrow 700. There. Right. I think that'll be it. Anything else on that? There was all kind of all the steam gauges. I mean, it was just literally, you can go probably could change it right now. I'm not going to, but it's literally just stacks and rows of steam gauges, stacks and rows all the way, like your old 737-300. Yeah, it's just stacks of them. Same with the 767. If you load the 767 up now, well, actually, 767 does have a small little display about the size of this little thing right here. But yeah, it was basically, yeah, all steam gauges and stuff, and all the engine stuff. It wasn't this. It's literally just like, you know, the, what do you call it, the multi steam gauges that show each individual thing. Alright, we are 80 miles from top. That's it. We're getting close, guys. I am nervous. Well, I can. I mean, like I said, there's just going to be water down here. I mean, there's not going to be... What's the speed up button? I know there's a speed up button to make you go faster than this. Not shift, is it? Roll? No. Or what is it? There's a button that makes you go faster. Shift? What shift is it? Because making me go any faster. A left shift? No? I'm doing that. It's not really going any faster, I don't think. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, there it is. It's just so far down, guys. Just ocean. Like I said, it's just ocean under there. We'll have to get closer. I mean, I can. You have to hold. You hold down shift. Don't hold it down. I mean, I can hold down and then click and then release shift, and I'll stay going fast. But like I said, it's just water over here right now. I'm still 197 miles out from Princess Giuliani. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. The runway. I don't know how far away this is. There's lights. I see lights. I see lights. I don't know where this is, but I see lights. I see planes. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Yes, Sedane, that is correct. But the displays were like, they're small. I mean, they're literally like the size of this right here. Maybe a little bit bigger than that. About the size of this right here. No, we're not in Kansas anymore. Why is that? Why is that? Where's my gun? Hello, the Mexican. Welcome. You have joined the party. Ask for miracles tonight. You know, I should have known. There's not a stream that goes by that something doesn't go wrong. You know? And everything was going great. I wasn't having any issues. I should have known. I should have known. Oh, man. Well, you can buy it for $7 an ounce here in the airline. It's just the... Okay, so St. Martin's the island. Princess Juliana International Airport is the airport on the island. They're this... I mean, they're basically the same. Hopefully you'll find your flight enjoyable. Because I don't know how it's going to end here. Could end in a complete disaster. And oh man. 40 miles till top of descent. Finally here, guys. Finally made it to our top of descent. Lord have mercy, we may have a problem. If you guys haven't been tracking, so about 100 miles ago, a thing popped up saying, hey, you haven't installed scenery for this area. That means is I hadn't installed the scenery from X-Plane for Princess Juliana or the surrounding area. So, what am I to do, right? I can't cancel the, save the flight, load it up, restart X-Plane. I can't do that because I'm running FS Airlines, and I can't split the flight. So what do I do? Well, we got the brilliant idea. Go ahead and get a Princess Juliana scenery, install that while I'm still running X-Plane, and then change the graphics settings to reload the scenery. Well, we did that. Didn't really seem, to work. And then Red over here popped in and was like, hey, how's it going? I explained the problem, and he was like, why don't you just go to the developer menu and do reload scenery? So we went up here to developer menu, reload scenery. It took a while. It took about 2 or 3 minutes to do. Then we popped back in. So we're hopeful that there's going to be an airport at the end of this flight, but there's no guarantee. So we're going to see what happens there. Hopefully we will have an airport to land on, a runway to land on. That's all I'm asking for, really, is to have a runway on top of the water that is everywhere right now. As long as I have that, I'm good, man. I'll land it. Autogate isn't connecting. Well, I don't know, man. Is it at an airport that has autogate? And to have the gate come and connect to you, you have to shut down the engines. The engines have to be shut down completely, and parking brake has to be engaged before it to come and connect, I think. But besides that, I don't know, man. I don't use autogate really, so generally my flights end before I actually get to the gate. $20 miles to top of descent. Oh boy, it's gonna be fun. Either way, it's been a fun time. Either way, it's been a fun time. 160 miles, or less than that. 145 to the airport. Oh boy. I'm kind of nervous, guys. I honestly am. I don't want these 3 hours to go to waste. I agree, Rezkai. I think it'd be nice to have an A321. But I think there's some other aircraft I would like more than that. Like, properly done. I can fly a 19 and a 320 and be satisfied with that, mid-range kind of Airbus. I would like to have a long-range Airbus that's really well done. That would be really nice to have. Yeah, better 330 would be nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to remind you that use of all electronic devices during descent and landing is prohibited as it may interfere with the navigational equipment. Thank you.
Yeah, our design's not really going to patch it up. They may patch it, but it's not never going to be really where it should be. I think Tolus should take on a long range, a wide body vert. I think that would be nice. He would take on that project. Now there is rumor that he's partnering with Light Factor for their 330, I think, or 350. I can't remember which one it is. Like one of them's going to provide like systems, and the other's going to provide the gravity. I can't remember the whole thing they're doing. Yeah, I have the 3.37. Yeah, I actually have the 3.37.7. That's what I currently have. I'm sure there's been an update since that. That was a couple days ago. A34 would be nice. Oh, I see lights. That's not Princess Giuliani. That's interesting. You know what? Wonder. I have some curious things about the airport. That is TJ. It's just an update. The 0.7 is just an update. Terence B. Lesum National is a British Virgin Islands airport. That is, it's actually relatively close to. Well, not super close, but close. Yeah, you just copy the update into the main folder. $13 now. Yeah, no surprise. No surprise. I'm sure it's just mostly bug fixes. I know he did add something else. He added, oh, well, that may have been just 0.37. The fuel truck. You can call the fuel truck now. You have to in order to get fuel into your aircraft. More lights off to the left here. Like another runway. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. We're going to find out, guys. We're going to find out. We are going to find out if this works or not. It did great. You know what? I also noticed when that thing popped up, guys, that were here, and I said, you know, download and install. It said downloading, right? And downloading it, said, hey, you have to quit and restart the installer to install it. I wonder if it downloaded it when I reloaded the scenery, it loaded it up. That would be interesting. I don't think that would be the case, but you never know. Either way, we're throwing a bunch of things into this bag. We're going to see if this thing comes out where we can land. Got my flows right. Yeah, I'm going to have everybody put on their life jackets. For sure. Yeah, we'll find out. That's for sure. Limiter. In the 13. Winds are relatively calm, only 5 knots. There's auto brakes. We're gonna go with a full 4 here. No, it's not a super long runway. And we're gonna land at the full 30 degrees flaps, 131. For a second time, please. No, you should have paid attention the first time. Got lights down there. Don't know what that is. Some type of airport. Who knows? The deal is we may not be able to see if there's concrete. So another possibility is that there's the lights there and there's no land. So if that's the case, we won't know until we're really close. Now I know right now I could go in, change the time, and be able to see all the land or not, right? I know I could do that. But what is the fun in that? We've already gotten this far. Let's do it like it's real. Of course, real life, the land just wouldn't disappear all over. But, whatever. A challenge is a challenge. Dadgummit, I like suspense. Look at me. I am the captain now. But you're captain of aircraft. I am the captain of the boat. I just like suspense, guys. That's really what it is. It's a suspense guy. UFO lights. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, passing 18,000 feet. It does have a fairly warm ocean. Yes, it does. As long as you can get out and as long as I land it relatively nice. Yeah, I mean, you'd probably be fine. Now, how far you are from the actual land, I mean, that's a different case, right? But yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about hypothermia down here. I mean, any water below your body temperature can cause hypothermia, but it would take a lot more than just that. You could basically just, you know, every now and then move your arms and legs and stay warm enough. Do a little bit of swimming. Have to find something to eat. Like some fish. Well, even down here in the Bahamas, man, it really is not that cold at night. The storming, no, it would not. No, it would not make it better at all. That would not make it better at all. This is Solaris International, Solaris Airlines. Those could be boats. Hey, if there's an aircraft carrier in there, no, I mean, always try that. That would never work, but okay. FSX is not realistic, alright? And you'd have to, there's so many factors that would make you be able to land in such a short runway, short period of time. Now, I've done it before, but that was with, like, you know, smaller jet, like a CRJ. That was with the really, you know, headwind, yeah. It was a really big, I think it was like 30 knots or something crazy like that. Oh. Kind of close here. We could be seeing some lights. Oh. I see lights. Folks, I see lights. Holy crap. I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be fine. I think it worked. Because the scenery I downloaded wasn't just the island in the airport. It was like the whole area, like the whole St. Martin main islands. I think we might freaking be okay. Holy crap. Why is it banking left? Okay. Banking right now. Good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If this worked. Get the landing lights on. Turn the lights on. Wing lights, logo lights. They are all coming on. Alright, let's make the announcement. Prepare for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes,
Can't be real.
we'll land at the destination airport. For your safety, we ask you to remain seated until the aircraft comes to a complete stop and the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off. When preparing to depart, please make sure to take all your personal belongings with you. Attention international travelers, if you are continuing your flight, follow the signs to international transit area.
It didn't turn for some reason. Probably just do a visual landing, honestly. And oh man, I am nervous. Even though I saw lights, you never know. Oh man. Oh, just don't. I don't love it. Lights just bad. Yep. I know, right? Not really visual landing. It's still gonna be RNAV. I'm gonna try to intersect back here and see if it'll attach. There we go. Got it to work. What did you miss? Oh no, this is it, man. Yeah, this is 3 hours. 3 hours. I've already been streaming for over 3 hours. No, this is it for tonight. I don't care about 420, man. Doesn't matter. It does. Solaris does have 4 or 5 757s. Now, the virtual airline Solaris. I've been told there may be a real airline out there called Solaris or whatever, but no. This is virtual airline Solaris has 757s. We have everything, man. Really have everything. I see lights. That looks like the airport to me right there. Gonna be okay, guys. Virtual airlines work by using different types of clients and websites and stuff like that. A bunch of people get together and decide they want to make an airline, and they kind of do. Like FS Airlines, for example, is a great place to start. Allows you to create your own and all kind of stuff. Packs. You can set packs. You can set cargo. You can set routes, aircraft you have. You buy it. You rent it with the virtual currency and all kind of stuff. All different settings. Really cool. I like it. I like it. I love it. They don't give you planes. You have to, quote unquote, purchase or rent them. As a pilot, I don't have to purchase or rent anything. I just fly it. But the airline has to purchase or rent the aircraft. All right, flaps going. Wrong thing. And flaps going to 15 here. Right? Copyright strike. Yeah, I shouldn't have sang. Now I'm doomed. Now I'm not going to get any ad revenue. All $3. Oh, shoot. There we go. Oh, there's rain. Who said it? Who freaking said it? The Mexican. Why? Why? Oh, there's land! There's land, guys! There's land! I saw it! There's land. And there's a runway. Boo doggity doogity. We freaking did it. Thank you, Red Sky. We did it. We freaking did it. I mean, I originally had the original idea, but yes, you helped with the reload scenery thing up here in the developer. Yes. Freaking did it. I'm so freaking excited. I'm going to have to mention that in my VA after the fact. Be like, hey guys, so something happened. All right, I'm going to focus on landing here, guys. I'll answer all of your questions. Put in your feet per minute you expect me to land at, or you think I'll land at. All right. Disengage. Okay. We're going to start slowing down here. Oop. Of course, there's freaking rain. You're way too high. Terrible. Come on. There we go. Come on, come on. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Heck yeah. Burster's full out. Yeah, a little bit of a floaty there. Okay. We gotta go to the end runway here and turn around. Part of the thing here. St. Maarten. So, the final feet per minute was negative 189. Where's my gun? You have taken the gold here. 2 off. Oh, guys. We did it. We freaking did it. I cannot believe it. That was a terrible approach. That was it. There's multiple issues with that. The autopilot gave me a run for its money at the end. Didn't want to cooperate. So I had just completely disconnect. Which is alright. I mean, we figured it out and we landed. Well, of course, we'll look at that landing. I didn't get straight out and level until the last second, too. In all instances, I probably should have gone around. But, you know me. Pretty stubborn. Well, he's not a time traveler, because I saw his thing. I mean, I guess he could be a time traveler. He's not cheating, that's for sure. Oh, I know about Gibraltar, man. That's something else. Let's get back to the terminal here. Actually pretty pleased with the scenery because my frames are 35, you know? So whoever did, I got to see it in the light, but did the scenery pretty good job with optimization. It looks pretty nice, at least at night. The lighting looks pretty good. We'll see what the terminal actually looks like when we get there. And then we'll check out that landing, baby. I can't believe that worked, guys. No, this is not a freeware. I actually went and I bought one. Because I plan on flying here anyway. But I was like, you know what? Best case I have here is probably not to get a freeware because that is likely to break, or you know, you have to download like 500 different libraries for it to work or something. But most paywares, it's all inclusive, and it was all inclusive. Let's pull up Habitat Heroes. Actually, we got fun. We can take any of these. We'll take D. Next one on the right. Or, yeah, we'll take. Oh yeah, it is pretty good. Where's my gun? Not really. Actually, I normally land about just between 200 250. That's a little bit over that. Maybe with the streams you've watched, though, I may have been landing that. But either way, you got it right on the money. So, job to you. Must be that new yoke. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I have improved my landings with the new yoke. Because I didn't show you the wheel cam when I was doing it, though, but like, I can move this. There's quite a bit of play, so I can move it quite a bit, and it's not going to affect the controls as much when you're getting slow. It actually feels right, like it should. With the aircraft being, you know, less than maneuverable on slower speeds. All right, let's park it up. All right, let me finish this client thing right here, and then we'll check out that landing. Ooh, yeah, we made $1.1 million for the. I earned 4,000 flight. Pretty nice. All right, let's check that out, guys. Let's check it out. Okay. Oh, this back here. Okay. Let's zoom out. Sorry, zoom out. Let's. Okay. Play. Let's go external. Golly. Rain in X-Plane 11 at night is just ridiculously not realistic at all. This is not what it looked like. You know, when you guys know, if you've ever, you know, done rain, that's not what it looks like. If you've ever driven at night, it's not what it looks like at all. I mean, look, I changed, look at that. I move around it. It's ridiculous. Look at that. Right? Yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 should. Looks amazing. I've seen the rain effects on the window, and man, does it look so good. Even the propeller wash affects the drops. All right. Time for me to go, though. I gotta get up early in the morning. I do appreciate every single one of you stopping by. Don't forget you become a Flight Club member at patreon.com/MMFlightClub. You can also join the Discord for free. Go over there and find that. It was fun. It was totally different. Thanks again for watching, guys. And of course, you can sub and like, all that kind of stuff. You know, I've said it a million times. No reason to say it again. But you all know my favorite saying by now. 11 when I finish live stream here. It is time for me to go. Best stream ever, to be honest. Well, I'm glad you think so. Alright, well, it's time for me to go, guys. You can catch me in Discord, of course. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Up in the sky.